Hello, my name is Steve. I live in Harrisburg, South Dakota, and I work as a media producer. I was asked to help explain the personalized learning program at the Harrisburg South Middle School. Why me? Well, there's two reasons. My job as a media producer is to transfer information between different groups of people. And second, because I have firsthand experience with the program. In full disclosure, I'm a parent, and my daughter is in the personalized learning program. Now, don't think that'll skew my impressions. I had lots of questions before the school year started, and still have some even after doing my research. But I'll get into those results soon. My objective in this video is to explain how the program works as seen through the eyes of a parent. Also, I want to be clear that I am not being compensated for this effort. My interest in the outcome of this program is personal, because my daughter's future depends on it. And that's the only reason I need. Personalized learning is simply giving students a chance to make a decision on how they want to learn. They are empowered to make personal choices that affect their approach to school material and how to best complete the work that is a part of that learning. And here's what's neat about it. Every person is unique and has their own preferences. These are not right or wrong, just different, like how you and I might be different. If we went to a sandwich shop together, our orders might reflect our personal taste and result in two very different meals. We might also prefer to learn the material in different ways. Personalized learning gives the students options of how to consume the material. Let's contrast that against the long-standing teacher-to-student model. Most often there's one person in front of a class. All information flows through that person for a specific amount of time, and when that time is up, a new topic is covered in the exact same way. The student has the same desk, or sitting still on that same desk and listening to the only resource available to them. Students can only move ahead when the right answers are given. Blah.
I like personalized because with traditional, you just sit around, listen to a teacher talk, and that makes me almost fall asleep.
Now, this may have been the best way to prepare kids when jobs only had one boss and your duty was to do whatever that one voice told you to do. Well, have you noticed that the world has changed a little bit lately? How about from 5 years ago? Remember, the iPhone has only been around for 10 years and the iPad for even less. Today, technology is a part of everything. In fact, I'm using it right now to talk to you. People often work remotely. Startups are bringing new ideas and products to the market in ridiculous timeframes, and group collaboration is the norm no matter what field you are working in. The personalized learning program, I feel, helps better prepare our kids for this kind of work environment. It teaches them how to access and filter multiple resources, utilize technology, and how to collaborate in groups to achieve their goals. It also helps them realize when working by themselves is the best solution. It is so beyond what I was doing at their age. Here is an overview. In the Harrisburg South Middle School, the Personalized Learning Program, or PL for short, uses a facilitator to learner model. This means the teacher doesn't stand in front and regurgitate facts. They take on the role of a facilitator and lead the students towards the information. The facilitators use teamwork, collaboration, and almost instant feedback to encourage critical thinking and positively reinforce students' actions. The students, known as learners, are often motivated and become advocates for their learning. So what does a day look like in the PL program? Well, the learners spend their afternoons in traditional class settings, but spend the mornings engaged in 3 topics: English Language Arts, or ELA, Social Studies, and Science. And it starts with the daily dish. This is where course offerings are served up.
In the daily dish room, we just, the teachers tell us what they're offering for our classes today, and we figure out what we need. So we go on this schedule app, or this website on our iPads, and that's where we sign up for all of our classes for the day.
Think of the daily dish as a team meeting. Everyone gathers together to get up to speed on the situation. The facilitators offer their topics for the day, and the learners make personal choices on what they want to pick and when they want to schedule them. Now, this sounds like a free-for-all and maybe a really bad idea, but after seeing it in action on 4 separate occasions, I can tell you, it's not. The facilitators use sign-up software to make sure the learners attend what is needed.
That's all locked in, so I don't think I have any spots. If you wanted to sign up during A, I'd be fine with giving you some personal flex time during A.
Okay.
You can't just skip science class because you feel like it. You have to do your work and be on pace to be able to schedule yourself. If you're not on pace, the scheduling is done for you. This is motivation for the students to do their work and complete their projects on time. The reward is freedom to choose your own schedule.
All right, during A, where would you like to go?
ELA 1.
And as the year goes on, the students learn some lessons about this choice.
Sometimes you can sign up with your friends, but it's not the best choice.
That's the big key is when you go into one of these rooms, you don't have seating charts like that last year, so you can sit by anyone you want. Then you have to make that decision, okay, do I sit by them and talk a lot, or do I sit by myself and get a lot of work done? So I think the biggest factor of, okay, is this what's best for my learning?
Look at the growth there. Sixth graders are acknowledging that they might be better off sitting away from friends to concentrate on their work. Their choices give them ownership over the process. They personalize it and take responsibility for it. That's tremendous growth that many don't get to experience.
My oldest daughter went through the traditional program and now gone to college. She has more choices that she has to make on her own and manage her time. And she struggled with that a little bit because she hasn't had to do that. She was always had somebody do it for her in class. Now my younger daughter in this program, she's making those choices at an earlier age, and she's learning to manage her time and organize herself and be able to make those choices at a younger age to prepare for life later.
After Daily Dish, everyone heads off to different studios for learning. The facilitators usually introduce new material in a seminar-type setting. The learners then get to work learning on the material by accessing different approved resources, usually on their iPads. Now they can make choices how to move forward in groups or by themselves.
Okay, good. Well, then I'll leave you to it.
With personalized, you're constantly moving around, doing what you need to, go at your own pace. And then there's the seminars where you're going with everyone else. And then there's personal flex where it's just you and you go at your own pace. And then there's group flex where you go at a pace with a group of like friends or someone else. Yeah, I just really like it a lot.
Having this much freedom to learn has many benefits. One in particular helps kids who prefer quiet time to study fit in better with others.
So last year when Hannah was in class and she would want or need to be able to work alone, the kids made fun of her, thought it was different because she needed to be away from the noise because she was easily distracted. So she was embarrassed and she didn't want to do that. This year, that's actually something with this program that she can do and not be seen as being different.
Another benefit for the learners is being able to move at their own speed, even if that means getting things done early and moving on and ahead.
In normal classes, you have to go to science every day, and if I got everything done the day before, I'd have to sit there and wait. Whereas here, you can go to different classes, you can work on what you want for other classes.
In normal classes, they'd all be making you do the same thing. And it's just a lot better to be able to work what we need to get done.
So to wrap this up, the personalized learning program is not a free-for-all. It's a program that encourages the learners to make choices that are best for them and their learning. The ability to make these choices allows them to take ownership of their education and be responsible for the outcomes. Facilitators track the students and guide them to stay on pace. Different methods to accomplish work that adults commonly use are now being encouraged in the classroom. To prepare for this video, I shadowed at the school on 4 different occasions, one of which overlapped with a site visit by another school district. There was a panel of learners answering their questions, and they did it with much deeper thought and situational awareness than anyone in the room anticipated. My impression is these are not 6th grade kids. These are maturing people that are learning how to learn. Sure, the personalized learning program is not perfect. There are some flaws to iron out. One recent panel discussion revealed parents do not fully understand some of the points of the program or all the expectations that are placed on the learners. This information is being taken in and considered to improve it. But what these kids have learned in 1 year amazes me. They have the ability to not just repeat answers, but to dig for them. They can collaborate and work on teams. They are learning how to apply these skills in real-world situations and present their findings as individuals and as groups, much like what is needed and expected in the workplace today. I have one personal story here. In April of this year, my family was in California and the kids were out of school for about a week. My daughter, who is in the PL program, understood the workload she would return to and purposefully made the choice to skip the pool, pull out the iPad, and stay on pace. And she did this more than once. I'm very proud of her for that. If you have any questions about the personalized learning program, be sure to get in touch with the school and ask them. This program may not be for everyone, but for those who have the opportunity to be a part of it, I strongly suggest taking that chance. I am really glad that we did.